1,000 years to reach a billion people, then just 100 more to reach 2 billion, and only 50 years to double again. We're nearly at 8 billion. Single global ill that plagues the Earth can be traced back to human overpopulation.
I've done a lot of research on population control. When I found out that in the past 80 years the population on planet Earth has tripled, I decided what a great idea to have a villain who decides he wants to fix that.
Bertrand Zobrist, American billionaire. That must be nice. Bioengineer, notorious for radical views.
Zobrist made a fortune in biogenetics. It's also where he understood the power of genetic engineering to solve problems.
Zobrist may have designed an opportunistic viral pathogen.
He created a plague.
He has some controversial ideas about how to handle the very real issue of overpopulation. Why is suffering later preferable to suffering now? What if we embrace it? I mean, maybe pain can save us.
He has looked at the problem, analyzed it. It's reached a point for him where it's become an absolute calling.
The darkest places in hell are reserved for those who refuse to act in time of crisis.
Zobrist is in no way a lunatic. He's a highly intelligent, motivated individual who understands the mathematics of overpopulation, understands ecology, understands genetics, understands all of the things that scientists are yelling at the top of their lungs saying we're in trouble.
40 years, 32 billion people will fight to survive. They'll fail.
What I find interesting about Zobrist's approach was he started to think he might have a solution, but before he came up with a diabolical solution, he wanted to just alert the world and work with the world and try to solve this. And he appealed to Sinskey and the World Health Organization to help him to start taking steps.
He wanted the WHO to endorse mass sterilization in drinking water and staple food.
So he tried to work within the world's structures before he developed a plan to just do it on his own.
The warnings have been obvious, the solutions ignored, so I took action.
In the novel, the virus has some subtlety to it. It makes people sterile. And in the movie, Ron and David Koepp took it to a higher level and said, you know what, it's actually a little meaner than that.
It's a virus that's hidden in the water, and within 7 days, 90% of the population are supposed to be infected, and half of those will die. Zobrist knows that. He admits it in a video that he leaves behind to try to explain, why he felt compelled to embark on this. It's Zobrist's manifesto, and it's pretty chilling.
Expect the current population to be culled by half. Now, Inferno waits under the watchful eye of the chthonic monster.
Say what you will about him. He's got an ethos. Maybe it may be horrible. We may think of it as despicable, but he sees it clearly and he believes it utterly, and he can defend it.
History says that the Black Plague caused misery and death, but what they don't tell us is that it also produced a leaner population and gave birth to the Renaissance.
Ben Foster and I talked a lot about trying to create a cinematic version of Zobrist that felt like these kind of brilliant entrepreneurs who are becoming billionaires at early ages because they're geniuses who think outside the box and know how to monetize that. I wanted you to believe that Bertrand Zobrist would be among them.
At what time is the beaker still only half full? 11:59. That's what time it is for us.
When we had the idea to do what we called his TED Talk, where he could really express his ideas in a compelling and easily digestible and well-packaged manner, that was when it really started to work as a story, because you understood how other people in that audience, yet included, are swayed.
It's a really tricky dialogue because it was very important to make sure that our statistics were right. So we're dealing with real numbers. We're dealing with real facts. It's a compelling argument.
And unless we take bold, immediate action, the sixth extinction will be our own.
It was very important to use the film to open a dialogue. The first thing that Ron Howard said to me was, I want people to leave the theater not saying, oh, you're a bad guy or you're a good guy. I really hope that people are left with a question.
The Zobrist ideas are so forward-thinking. They're controversies that are not going to go away.
Outrageous violation of my rights. Invasion of my privacy. Don't tell me what to do.
There's still real questions and real insights to think about. It touches a chord. It presses some buttons.
Do you love humanity enough to save it?